Why is it only the Latin Americans? You know what I mean? Why is it not the Australians? You know how many Australians I know that live here and actually take your jobs?
There are approximately 600,000 undocumented immigrants from Europe in the United States. How come we're not seeing them being rounded up? Is it because they're white and not brown or black?
And why are we only targeting Latino immigrants? Is Asian immigrants, black immigrants, white immigrants, European, dare I say, you know?
I was an illegal immigrant in the United States of America, but because of the color of my skin and the color of my hair and who I am, I have never been questioned. I have never been questioned about whether I'm American. No one has ever said, do you speak English? Because they didn't assume that I couldn't because of being an immigrant. I am an immigrant in your country.
All right, to be quite frank, and they are targeting everyone. That's speaking as someone who isn't even a fan of ICE and how they are carrying out their operations, right? You just don't hear about it as much because it ruins the narrative that racism is the primary motivation behind deporting people. Like we've seen, Obama deported more people than any president in history, right? We know that, right? But the focus tends to be a lot on, let's say, Mexico, because they have the highest number of unauthorized immigrants living in the U.S. Right? Out of all unauthorized immigrants, a 2022 Pew Research showed 37% of all of them were from Mexico. Right? For those that care to understand why, the data is as follows: 67% from Mexico and Central America, 15% from Asia, 8% from South America, 4% from Europe, Canada, and Oceania, and Africa and Caribbean are both at 3%. So obviously, they will target countries with the highest numbers. So that's the reason why.